He is aware of everything. He was aware of everything as at then, as at 2 years ago. As at 2 years ago. So Onyendu was kidnapped today, being 19th, 2021, 19th of June 2021. Then for 8 days, of that abduction, Kanu was also aware. He was aware of it. Nobody knew. We don't know. We thought Onyendu, as he said, was in fasting and mounting, praying and fasting, binding and casting. Whatever he tagged it. We thought, oh, it could be, because we know our leader is spiritual. He's a spiritual man. He always pray. For this struggle, he prays 7 times a day. For us, his lieutenant, for everybody, for Biafra restoration, as the set man of the struggle, as the person God speaks to speak to his people. So he always pray. So when this excuse was given by Kanu, everybody believes it, that indeed he was mounting and fasting, or whatever he said it, or binding and casting, as the criminal said. So everybody thought it's true, until when finally I did not believe it. I saw it on channel television. So what? Onyendu with handcuff after 8 days. After 8 days. Even when he was extradited, the same criminal, Kanu, refused to come and admit, as at that time, that he's aware of this evil. People were accusing innocent people. The reason why I'm saying this, brother, maybe you have not been accused wrongly. That is why you don't know the pain. Talk less of such magnitude. Talk less of such magnitude. Do you know that just for somebody to say you betrayed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the people like us, I don't know of any people like me, I'm telling you my own way of life. I say that time no matter I saw I say no. My own is that the only control I will have is to confirm, because I don't attack innocent person. It's against my policy, it's against my spirit. If I do it, I will bear the consequences. So before I do, I try to make sure that this is a culprit. This person is the victim of the thing. So do you know what it is for an innocent person to accusing somebody wrongly? This criminal, Kanu, as at 28th of June, 30, even July 1st, 5th, whatever, when those courts we are joining, you know, as at that time, most of us have not really confirmed how this thing happened. Most of us have not really confirmed. But Kanu is aware of all these things. And I'm sure Madam Nenayanya will be aware, because as finance head, he will be the one that will, maybe when Onyendu want to book his ticket and all those things, Onyendu don't hold money. He will just maybe send money to him, maybe into his all this cash app, whatever he use. She is the one that will do it. So definitely she will know the location and all those things. Meanwhile, she's working hand in hand with Kanu. Everybody knows it. Kanu is his party man. So these people are aware of all these things. Why I'm saying this today marks is 2 years. 2 years of this evil. This thing, you see, we don't know when it's going to end, how it's going to end. Everybody's praying, fasting, fighting, doing all manner of things. But there was he was a virus. Today it's not a virus, he's a criminal. And he's supposed to deal the way a criminal is supposed to deal. Decisively. When you get a criminal, unless you're a criminal, that is why you see a criminal, you leave a criminal. That is why in Nigeria, Escobar will become a president. He's a criminal, and he will appoint some other criminals. And he cannot persecute anybody. Unless you are from Biafra land, just like a Mefele, they will hold you. And the other ones, something of that nature. That one, you know that it is ethnic stroke religious issue they are fighting. It's not criminality. But apart from that, a criminal, when you see a criminal, you deal with him decisively. There's no two ways about it. Kanu Kanu is a criminal, confirmed criminal. He is aware of all this pain we are passing through. He is the one who put Biafra would have been restored. I tell you the truth. You see, Biafra, if our Onyendu was not abducted, by this time Biafra would we are marching into, based on the things that are on ground then, based on the plans and everything. This man is a hindrance. Kanu Kanu was a very big hindrance, a very big one. He's a criminal. So he's aware. As at today, 2 years ago, Kanu Kanu was aware of all these things. The man is a criminal. The young man is a criminal, confirmed criminal, an evil man. So also, you know why I'm continuing to say Ogwagwa? You know, before we started this issue of religion, church, going to church Monday to Friday, Monday to Tuesday. The same thing is happening. In our work, the same thing. There is no two ways to make use of your brain. So also, nothing. And don't fear this kind of people. As long as you are clean, don't fear them. One stroke, you bring them down. This young man is a criminal. The reason why I'm repeating all these things is because today is 19th of June. The day our affliction started. The day our affliction started. This man was behind the scene. He is the man in the iron mask. He is the man behind the mask. He knows everything. He was plotting the whole evil. He was plotting the whole evil. If not, how could he got contact with the abductors and be testing and chatting with them and all those things? How is it that he could not come out and tell IPOB that Onyendu is being kidnapped in Kenya so that things will done? We don't need even Kenya government to free him. We will mount a very heavy protest in the land of Kenya. That day. And Onyendu will just go free. Onyendu will go free. Then when Onyendu was extradited, why is it these days you see him tweeting, writing all manner of rubbish? A criminal, but he could not tweet that it was in Kenya he was abducted those days and all those things to alert the people. He's a criminal. He knows what he's doing because all this thing is just a way to channel to money to IPOB fund. That is. But on your IPOB in this manner, just chere cancer. Chere cancer. Because it must one way. Okay, there must be a porous way for it to go, and it will go off painfully, very pain. He will go scot-free. People can't just spill their blood on the road of Biafra. You think you come and mess up because you are a stupid Igbo man. We pray to God and we believe the God we are calling upon. Tell you the gospel truth, and it will surely come to pass. Yes, it will come when you don't expect it. In Igbo language, when you think everything is gone, 10 years after, maybe 20 years, then Orlando will descend the in those days. That is how it will come upon you. We're telling you the gospel truth. Keep on doing the evil you are doing. I tell you the gospel truth. So today's 19th. I want to emphasize that this man was aware. And the same thing had been going on. They tried to destroy IPOB, attack the leadership, this, that, all manner of accusation. To God be the glory. That is why it's good to pray for your leaders. Pray for the leadership. They could not succeed. He was the one who formed the Ekberima. This guy built the Ekberima. This Ekberima now saying, oh, young Awuzi minister. He's the one who formed him. With the nail of Febu, them all these people, they concocted everything. Their hands rejected them. All of them, they are together. They were together. All this, they know themselves. When you see them, they split is because they could not understand, agree with one another. That is it. They did not agree with one another. That's all. That's why they split. And the prayer we are praying will destroy them. Very, very important. Don't neglect anything. So he is the head of all the problems. I'm talking of Kanu. After then, they tried to destroy IPOB. They could not succeed. The leadership stands strong, and today IPOB have stand. And when he now, no shaking. As at now, brother, no shaking. Nobody, no bastard can tamper into this movement. The only thing that will be happening, you see some people will be falling out just like old skin, or some weak skins will be falling out. That is how it is. There are people who cannot condole it, then they will fall out. Yes. But for the heart of the struggle is still as strong and stable as the rock of Gibraltar. I tell you the truth. Presently, because finally everything hidden were made open. And the leadership, to God be the glory, they were able to assemble even some certain elements among them. There were some certain elements, very dangerous elements, as dangerous as Kanu. Because if you are beaten by vampire, if you watch those movies we watch, when a vampire is beating you, it has put the virus in you, it will be telepathic to you. Wherever you are, the vampire will be connecting you, telling you what to do. The master vampire. That is how some of them were within the leadership then the Kanu will be using them to destabilize. Anything they discuss, whatever, they try to televise it to the master virus, the master vampire himself, Kanu, because he has injected his virus into them and it doesn't work. Finally, it was dictated. Nothing like it no go work again. The reason why I'm telling you now is for you to be strong. Whether it's coming through lawyer, it's coming through doctor, it's coming through brother, see, all those things are gone. It's gone. As for Kanu, is over. He is just winning down, just like the way Asare Dokubo will go down. That is how he will go down. And when he was now, it's just noise. Nobody is contributing money to give to him. Election has finished. No politician will give you money again. And the deal now grow because that is it. I'll tell you the gospel truth. Very, very important. Great Biafrans. So that is it. Have it in mind. So finally, they keep on doing, even to the extent of 26th of May, to do what? To push Onyendu into surgery without the consent of anybody. Still the same Kenya model. All of them, the Kenya model, were aware of this sinister. The reason why I'm recording this thing is because today is 19th of June. This is 2 good years this evil were planned. Today is 19th of June. The same thing, they arrange for a surgery on 26th of May. Nobody was aware. Nobody was aware of all these things. And but the prayer people of God are doing all over the world. That's why we say continue to pray for Onyendu. There were intervention of the Spirit of God. Holy Spirit speak through him. No, don't sign, don't do this. Onyendu said no. Call my legal team. Ozekome came, they are not aware of it. Ejiofor came, they are not aware of it. You see? You see, God keep on doing his job. The same angel that were with him in Kenya for 8 days, after all the beatings and torture, they would have just do something very bad on him. But the moment you have this angelic being we are talking about, it will shield, it will be there, maybe allow you to receive some pain, but to your life, it will not. Just like the same way it is presently with them there. It will not. That's what God told Job, told Satan over Job. Tempt this man, do whatever, but you see his soul, don't touch it. It's untouchable. That is it. So, angel was there, said no, and it could not hold. And finally, everything was busted. Everything was busted. Everybody heard that they have asked him to go for surgery. They have asked him to go for surgery. And you know that the doctors in the planet Earth today are dangerous. Many of the medical doctors you see today are evil. Many. You know, we believe in this end time prophetic movement by telling you what the New World Order are planning. Most of the medical doctors are evil. You will see it, they are evil. See what they are doing. They support. They are part and parcel of the New World Order agents. So anything you ask them to do, as long as they will just finish you. They kill a lot of people during COVID. A lot. They were injecting people rubbish. They are doing it. Even this time now that the issue of transgender is going on, they are trying to redefine the nature that indeed you can be born gay naturally, which is lie. Be careful of your wife when your wife is pregnant going to hospital. Know who is that doctor for them not to. There are some certain pills and injection they are injecting into a pregnant woman, giving you as all those kind of what do they call it, whatever medication when a woman is pregnant and all those things. It will affect the gender of the child. It will affect it. Then for the child to be born in this planet Earth and be growing with all this philosophy now that they have put in place, all these teachings, demonic teachings, empty philosophies, the child will believe that he was not born a male or a female, he was born a different thing. This is a well-planned agenda of the enemy. So all those doctors could do anything. That's one of them. They arrange for Onyendu through Kanu and Takana them. I don't know them. I don't need to know them. But one thing is that truth, we will never hide the truth in speaking it. I tell you the truth. So that is that, brethren. Today is 19th of June 2023. Exactly 2 years that Kanu and Takana and co concocted this rubbish, concocted this evil we are fighting, but we will bring it to an end. You see this? We will end it. We will end it. My happiness is that they are not enjoying the money they're giving to them. You see those money? None of them are enjoying it. None of them are enjoying. They have it quite all right, but they are not enjoying it. I tell you the gospel truth. You and I that enjoy the little is more nourishable in your body more than just forget how you see them pulling cars and whatever. They are not enjoying it because we have sent some evil spirit in them, and this evil spirit, you can't cast it out. No power can take it away. It will torment them till the day they leave this planet Earth. I tell you the gospel truth. Very, very important. This is Radio Biafra Hausa Service 2 coming to you from the platform of Radio Biafra London under the leadership of one and only Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Ohamadike, one of Biafra land. We are saying this thing because today is the 19th day. Today is the 19th day of June, making it exactly 2 years that Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted in Kenya, courtesy of Kanu and Takano. All right, let's go through other news we have here and other things we have on board. Very, very important. Very, very important. There was an attack in Ibiasebe. Okebeke is destroying our people because of his re-election. Okebeke want to make sure he succeeded in going back as governor of Imo State, come rain, come shine. And what the criminal is doing is, if any traditional ruler, head of any department, PGs, if all this group are not coming out to say they love him, like all the useless pool, he told you he conduct a pool that people say they love Okebeke in Imo State. All those things are lie. They are lying. He is just organize it and give them money. If you don't talk, he will kill you. He will kill you. So these are the attacks that are going on in Imo State presently now. Imo State have been under evil, under the reign of evil for almost 4 years now. Almost 4 years. The evil, although I would say for 12 years now, because even Rochas Okorocha started it. But his own, he did not sign. And that is why there was a news that Rochas Okorocha escaped assassination in Imo State. But he's a police officer. I'm not reading the news, but I have gone through the news. But I want to say something regarding that. He said in that news, Rochas Okorocha said that he left for Enugu. It was in his own Imo State. In his own Imo State that he was about to assassinate it. But all of them now, they drive a bulletproof jeep. These are bulletproof cars. There's no any amount of bullet you spray on it that will enter. That's what all of them are. That is the brain of a black man. Remember, a black man, instead of him to make the environment peaceful so that everybody will flow, no, he will make it unconducive. Then he will try to protect himself alone. Just as I always said, a black man give him money to construct the road. Black man will not build the road. He will leave the road to be tattered, then go and buy jeep so that he can drive there. That is the brain of a black man. A black man took his brother to Pakistan and used him as a collateral. He sold the goods. Instead of him to go and pay the man in Pakistan, where his brother is collateral, he will take the money to go and give Dibia, native doctor, to do charm for him, so that the charm will go and release his brother. You see, the brain, that is our brain. It works in in different versions. Don't say maybe it's this. Whether low or level, whether professor or no any level, it works. That is the brain of a black man. Until you dictate it, then when it springs up, when the elements springs up, you can be able to do what? To cure it off. That is what I'm telling you. So that is it. So these governors, all of them, not only governor, all these politicians, they drive bulletproof jeep. Very powerful one. And this jeep now, the latest one thing you must know, there's no any amount of bullet. No any amount of bullet you spray on it, unless you use rocket. It's only rocket that can pull it, then it will somersault. That is the only thing you can. But if it is just spraying bullet in it, nothing. Unless you use rocket to pull it, then it can somersault. Even if you punch the tires with the bullet, what's the name of this one? The latest 49 bullet, that big one that the jet fighter always threw. Even if you use that one to punch the tire will not go flat for about 15 kilometers. So they know what they manufacture in that jeep. That is what all these political criminals are driving. So on that process, it is their what do they their security men that will die, like that of Okorocha now. Another security men died there. So they themselves, nothing will happen to them. But instead of them to fix the country, the state, where it will be conducive for everybody, they will never. If you go on YouTube, you will see where some echelons of other country, they go to even a restaurant and sit down and eat. You see the richest man, he will just go and take a coffee tea. No security, just one car with one person that will follow him. Nothing of this whatever. Because they fixed their country, it was in order. Everything was in order. But black man will not do it. So Rocha Sokorocha was attacked. And he's talking. The sayings of Rocha Sokorocha is, why is it in his emo? What I want to tell Rocha Sokorocha, for me, Nwachineke, I wish they kill you. You know, I don't pet things. Rocha Sokorocha, I wish whoever is there, I don't care. I don't know, but whoever, whether it's Okebekeo or whoever, or common criminals that attack you, that I wish they kill you. You people are the Aromeni Igbo, all of you. Imo State is boiling. It was you, Rocha Sokorocha, that sold Imo State to APC. And since then, Imo has never seen the light of the day. It was you came through APGA, then you smuggled yourself into APC. Since then, today, this is what we are suffering in that state. So I, Nwachineke, wish that you were dead there. I don't like all of you, any of you. I wish, whether you are listening or your ADC can send this to you. I, Nwachineke, saying, namu wishiri na mbwa hataragega like that, your security officer. You people are the cause of the problem. Instead of you to fix the state, you will go and buy a bulletproof jeep that will take you around. Then other people will be dying. This is your brain. This problem started with you, Rochas. Oh, Igbo states don't like this APC of a thing because APC is a cause. When it was PDP or APGA, at least things will be just normal. Because everybody, when there is a name they will give to you today, your life will be full of crisis. You won't know that it is the name you are bearing. Most of us don't know these things. It's spiritual. It's unfortunate that we are not discussing spiritual thing, but I'm telling you the gospel truth. There is a cloth you will wear in a particular day. You will remain restless because it's not meant for you to wear it on that day. This is what you did to Igbo land. You turn Imo State into APC. You fought against Jonathan Goodluck and whatever, all the rest of the things. That is the same APC. You see where it landed. They will kill you, not only you, all of you. All of you will kill yourself. So in that news of Rochas Okorocha, I wish that they kill him. I don't care. And because I don't need anything from them, even if they give me Mazi Nwachineke, Mali, Yotago, yes. Because it's a cost things. All their things are cost. So he escaped assassination in Imo State. He ruined. It would have been better. So that he won't walk out on Zerib. Then, back to what I was saying. Okebeke is trying, working hard, left and right. Biafrans, you must be aware also that Okebeke is among the people who is saying that they will not release our leader. Yes, because he said, Okebeke said, so that it will not affect his re-election in few months. Okebeke in Imo State, that demon that need to go down, these are among the 4 strategic people in Igbo land that we must eliminate. Devil mind, Okebeke, yes, then this Asian here, we were not going to touch him, but I got a bear because of Isaac Adakaporo. Tomorrow, the bear has no banyan. Manage why on area, whatever, Rupe Jean here, Babishi, Bokashia the Asian, Boya. That is the way we'll do it. Because definitely the military must come after him. He thought the money, okay, I will come to his case. I'll come to his case. Let me not divert much. So, Okebeke is fighting for our leader not to come out. It's very clear because he don't want anything that will jeopardize his evil re-election. And as a result of that, in Imo State, a lot of killings have been going on. The one that is going on now is different. If you don't come out to show solidarity, to endorse Okebeke, by fire, by force, you will be eliminated. And I'm sure it is connected with the traditional ruler of Ibiasebe. Ibiasebe, his house was burnt down, destroyed. The man escaped. Because if you have not endorsed him, come out and speak and campaign, he will eliminate you. It was the Ebubago militians. Ebubago militians that went for that attack. Let's read this from Umuchuku writers. Ebubago militia and the Nigerian military invaded Ibasebwe, burnt down traditional ruler's house and car on yesterday. That was yesterday. I think yesterday, 18th of June. At early hour of yesterday, no, I think the day before yesterday. The day before yesterday, I think that was on Saturday, I think. Not today, because it was on 17th. At early hour of 17th of June 2023, personnel of a Bobago militia in conjunction with the Nigerian security operatives invaded Ibiasebwe, a popular community in Imo State, burnt down many houses and including the house and the car belonging to the traditional ruler of the community, Crown Prince Eric Chukwuemeka Nletibo. Okparanke II, Ibi1 of Ibiasebwe. This is the name of the traditional ruler that have been ruling that particular community. I am sure as long as I don't got the details, but I'm sure as long as it is Militian, it is this Ebubago, of Imos of Okebeke does that attack. That man must have opposed his re-election or remain silent. Very, very important. This was revealed to Umuchuku writers correspondent by an eyewitness who pleaded anonymity. Ibiasebwe is a town in Oru West local government area of Imo State made up of the following villages: Umori, Eziama, Amadaba, Umonisha, Obahabi, and Umuchuku. These are the clans or villages, that make up this particular community we are talking about, it was gathered that a Babago militia and Nigerian security operatives under the supervision of Okebeke of Imo State, the Supreme Court administrator, came to eliminate Crown Prince Eric Chukwuemeka Nletaibo, Okpara nke second one of Ibiasebwe, Ancient Kingdom, as elect of Ibiasebwe, and order for reason best known for them. Their reason we don't know, but we know what is going on in Imo State. Everybody knows what is going on. This is the time you have to agree with us, IPOB, that the criminality going on, which all of you tag to ESN, that it is us that we're killing people. This is the time you need to agree with us. The thing is that Nigeria is evil, you are evil. Even if you see the truth, you will not take it. You like evil. But we continue to bring it out. All the whole killings you see going on and all those things, it is Okebeke of Imo State. Those who disagree with him, the man is vampire, because that was what he signed in the occultic group to eliminate. That is why they gave him now. I think it's just easy to make you governor. That is how they gave him. That's why. At the same time of this report, death tolls is still uncertain, as many were killed and body littered everywhere and were taken away by this security. Ihe knows egbu eburu ihe a na-eme. Adịkwa mama mgbe nke anyị ga-ebido okwu nwanne oyi anyị gbuo anyị buru ịghọtago anyị gbuo anyị buru ofu ebe idele rie ha. That is what they are doing. At this time of this report, nobody has known the number of people that have been killed by this security operatives. We are calling on the attention of the world to take note of injustice melted on the people of Ibiasebwe. Since the emergency of the murderous Okebeke, the Supreme Court administrator of Imo State, through the black market judgment of Nigerian court, thousands of innocent Imolites have been extraordinarily executed, extrajudicially killed. A lot of people have been killed in Imo State. There are some community now you cannot see a young, vibrant man. If you are there, it's either the Asari Dokubo boys will kill you, or this occultic Bobago, they will just kill you. That's what they are doing. Imo State have been in trouble for a very long time. Courtesy of Rochas Okorocha. Courtesy of Rochas Okorocha. Rochas Okorocha is the foundation of all the... I know what is behind party. We know it. That is why when I read his news, he was talking about in his own Imo State. I commented, I wish your head rolls. Rochas Okorocha, I wish. But maybe school, all those rubbish. Think of how the Western people think. There's no any position that will come out in Germany or in Italy or in Spain. How did he get the money? These are the questions you ask. Because the system is certain, is clean, is pure. You can't loot people money and come out and be spreading pig. Now from mad school. Who are you? It is about 4 minutes after the top of the hour. Should be 4 minutes after 8 a.m. in Biafra land. In case you are joining us, this is Radio Biafra Hausa Service 2, coming to you from the platform of Radio Biafra London, under the leadership of one and only Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Ahmadike, one of Biafra land. In case you are not aware, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only incorruptible leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, is the director of Radio Biafra and her television, the commander of the armies of Biafra, and the greatest man living on this planet Earth. And this broadcast is coming to you from me, a servant of the Most High, a servant of the indigenous people of Biafra, the firstborn of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and a proud disciple of our leader in the person of Nwachineke. We are discussing the evil going on, in case you are joining us, in Imo State, and how they will be reaping it. All of them will die. All the whole politicians in Imo State will die because they are the cause of it. They plant the seed, but they don't know what the seed is going to germinate. Rochas planted it for his 2023. Today, he's nobody in Nigerian politics. He's nowhere to be found in Nigerian politics. But the seed he planted now is growing thorns, and it will choke him and his family. They will die. They will die. Okebeke will die also. All of them. Ohakem Achiku, them, all these criminals, criminals. I hate politicians, to be precise, Igbo politicians. I am not like you, and I will never be like you. Mother no nelu nwunye gị na-esi nwunye gị akwụ sụcha nwunye gị akwụ pụta hichasia ọnụ ya pụta na-ekwe ya n'aka. Are you not a fool? That is what it is. Politicians destroy your life. Ịpụta chile na-akọ church, pastor, Bible, ya igbu ọkụkọ, feka shop, ọkụkọ everywhere. All these things are rubbish. Tackle these people. Tackle these people. I'm telling you, problem will end on its own. Demon aganonwhere. Those demons we are binding and casting, and you see, you to just respect yourself because it's manipulating via human beings. Are you listening to me? Oh, madam, me promo ham moja baya ni me dia na ron. Man ikponya hama ni shi boom. Ojaka ya chipo moja oboda dereju. That is it. That is it. Very, very important. Very, very important. So that is the news regarding Ibiasebwe and the attacks of by Okebeke against his people for his re-election 2023 governor pool of Imo State. The man is just cleaning the environment. Okebeke is just cleaning everywhere. On our watch, see everything, every stunt for him to be able, by the end of the year or thereabout, when they will do the election, for him to be able to succeed. But you, how do they put it? You propose, God oppose. Yeah. He don't know what we also don't know what will happen on that day. By then, I wish it will come to pass. I tell you, the man is evil. The man is evil. Imo has been in a Imo State is in a very occultic hand. Imo State is Imo State is in hellfire. You see, Imo State, among all the whole state in Igbo land, Imo State is in hell. Imo State kanwa because of one idiot. Because of one idiot. Although he's not the one that started. Rochas was the one who finished everything. Because he's the one who convert Imo State into AP. Very dangerous. Do you know that Mazi Nwachineke broadcasted for almost 12 hours or thereabout when Ngige joined APC? Remember that as at that time, Ngige was the best candidate based on what some of the road he constructed. If you remember that story, Ngige constructed some roads and people were applauding him. Even today now, some of the road he constructed is still good, manageable till now, because he was just trying to draw the attention of the masses. Not that Ngige is a good man, but because he knows that he don't want, just as an Igbo man normal, he don't want to give that money to SLA, all those criminals that are using government to as their company. So he don't want to give that money. He pulled out. And originally he did not win the election. Ngige did not win the election. They just rigged him in. So he decided to construct that road. So after that, when Obiano, which year was that? I think 2014 thereabout, right? When Obiano was about to come and Ngige joined APC. Ngige have joined AP. Had it been Ngige was in PDP or APGA, he would have won based on the good name he has then. But now he's a criminal. His filthy clothes is too dirty. I'm talking of then. Mazi Nwachineke broadcasted, if you remember, if you are a student of Radio Biafra then, either 8 hours or 12 hours on radio campaigning. Not that he wants anything, but for APC not to enter Anambra State. For APC not to enter Anambra State. Some of you there now, you don't know what this man did for you. Because if APC enters Anambra State, Alibo go by now. Alibo would have been wiped off. You don't know the spiritual significance of all these things. You don't know. It's our party. You don't know things that were brought out from the hand of demons and given to you. Mazi Nwachineke broadcasted. That is why the idiot, the drunkard, won now, Obiano, through APGA. And the thank you he gave to us was to come and massacre us in 2016 in Mpo. and in Headbridge and other places. That was it. You don't know this. Okay, look at Imo State. Imo State has finally succeeded in it. What is going on there? Look at it. Check Ebonyi State, the same thing. This idiot suddenly overnight twisted everything there for mine. That is why I'm telling you, these people need to die. Well, we black man, we are just stupid. Onya na emegbu ka ị ga-aga na akọrọ aka ekuri ya nwa kọrọ ya ugbo sara ya efere. Onya na emegbu gị. Onya agwara gị na onye nwa ji isi nyegbu nna nna gị. Kita na ị ga-aga na akọrọ ya ugbo. All things have passed away. Quote the Bible na aga all those things. Your enemy remain your enemy. Things have been traced through the spirit realm, through the bloodline. You don't know. You may not have the power to end it, and you are trying to end it. That is it. Look at Ebonyi State. Look at the crisis that took place. Immediately, devil man decided to switch to APC. There are things our land don't like. You may not like it. There are some certain things. There are some certain, our land, the land itself has a spirit of its own naturally. By Elohim. It cannot hold. Look at Ebonyi State throughout that time. Look at Imo State. Look at them. Look at these two states. The worst governor came out from there. There was everybody in Accra and Abakaleke. Do you know the money? How the money come? Do you know do you know the agreement and all those things? So that is that, my dear brothers and sister. That is that. There are things. The Rochas is the one who brought this evil, and if we don't end it, it will continue. You need to stop this, and Okebeke need to die. Okebeke need to die. That man need to die. And when in those days when we are in the village, onye say if you grew up in the village, you remember what I'm saying. Let him die. All right, let's take another news. Let's go to our press release right now. Our press release. We have a press release. This is the time we have to dismantle Asian here. Let's dismantle Asian here now. This is our press release regarding the statement of Asian here. Everybody knows, have watched the video of Asari Dokubo, how he came out and he don't know what to campaign for or what to lay hand is IPOB and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These are the things when you don't know what to do again, how to make yourself valuable or attractive or fascinating to your slave masters. Then you look for one of yours to use him as a sacrifice to renew your love for them and all those things. That is what I see in the life of the idiot. This Asari Dokubo was among the people who were blowing pipeline as an Avengers. The thing is that Nigeria don't need truth. Even if you bring 1 billion buckets of truth, box of truth, and pour it into Nigeria, they don't need it. Nigeria, as you see, don't need truth. The truth is just to be saying it. They don't need it because they are evil. This man that is saying all the things he said on that interview, he was among the people that were blowing Nigerian pipeline. Not once, not twice. Asari Dokubo was among the people that were blowing pipeline. And the reason he was doing, forget about all this thing, he disguised himself in Biafra fighting or whatever. The thing is that there was no contract given to him. Secure ED. Contract was not given to him because he was not in good mood with the late General Muhammad Buhari. He was not in good mood with the late General, because during Jonathan awarded billions of naira contract to this criminal called Asari Dokubo. A lot of contract was given to him, and you know all this money doesn't last. Within a short time, the money is finished because he has no business where, let's say he's a businessman, he will just invest that money into business and profit will be coming, even if the money is not coming again from the other side. At least what you invest, nothing like that. So this guy become very hungry. I'm telling you, to forget about all those things. Say is he did it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was inside. Or it's lie. Because of his chameleonious, he's a chameleon. Because of his chameleonious attitude, the highest bidder goes. If as at that time they told you that Avenger was fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that they called them and award them billions of naira contracts for pipeline guide, as they used to, they will not blow the pipeline. I'm telling you the gospel truth. The reason why they were doing it is because the deal have not been done. The moment the deal were done, Avenger were destabilized. Where are they today? They are still guiding the pipeline. The same people. But they will come out in form of resource control. They will come out in form of Biafra. They will come out in form of Niger Delta, whatever. What they are looking is just money. Money. The moment you give them that money, that's all. Any other thing they target, it's just normal Nigerian politics. That is what they are playing there. Normal. The moment you award them that money, they'll have enough money to eat and drink and marry women and smoke and all those things, buy bullets and guns. That's all. That one may last for 6 months, 1 year, or 1.5 years. The moment that money finish, you see them, they'll start dancing another tune. Use something good to cover it up. Tell it's because of resource. Edwin Clark, up to today, crying Niger Delta. What has he done all these years? Or they in those days, Uchobaku used to do comedy. There are people called Oringozumunu. The other side because of the dead. No, it's just for what will come. That is how this Niger Delta, whatever, mostly this is here. Mostly this is here of Asari Dokubo. The moment there is no money, they can take anything just to camouflage it as if they are a freedom fighter, as if they are fighting for Niger Delta, as if they are fighting for resource control or constitution amendment or whatever. Nothing. It's just because the money in their hand has finished. That's all. So when Jonathan was there, a huge amount of money was given to him, giving him the contract, and things were moving. Immediately, Jonathan were voted out because Asari Dokubo supports Jonathan. Just as we, the Igbos, gave Jonathan even support to the second time. But Jonathan stupidly betrayed everybody, thinking that Nigerian election is being counted by what you vote. Nigerian election is being counted by the incumbency. It is you that will decide who will rule. That's all. Jonathan was an idiot in that election. He betrayed his people. He wouldn't have contested at all. He would have decided to go to the north and look for his own personal candidate. And say, just as Obasanjo did. Obasanjo know that Atiku want to. Obasanjo say, okay, I can't even take it away from the north, but let me look for a preferable candidate from the Northern Zoological Republic. He took Yaradua and Yaradua died. That is what Jonathan would have done. Jonathan would have, okay, I cannot fight these people, but let me use them to fight themselves. What he will do is to look for a preferable candidate for himself and put him there, than for him to lose woefully and slaughter everybody. That is why Buhari came in and tell you that Igbo land is only 5% vote and all those rubbish. You know. So this criminal called Asari Dokubo, because he supported his brother and voted out and spoke up against Buhari, Buhari did not award him any contract. That is why you see him, he began to talk. He began to talk against him. For 8 good years, this man was dried up. That is why he danced somehow that he's fighting for Biafra. 20 million naira was given to him. Apart from that, a lot of money was given to them during Avengers. A lot of money was pumping into their hand. Go and ask the then head of directorate of IPOB. I don't want to mention much. Money was be given to them. That all this Avenger, you see, they were blowing the pipeline. This pipeline now, he want to go and guide. The man is a criminal. powerful criminal is because money was not coming. When IPOB, when Onyendi comes out, he thought he will milk IPOB like the way he did, as in Nigerian whatever. When the money finish, you will cry. Then Nigeria will give you money. We don't have that kind of money. We spend our own wisely to yield a tremendous fruit for us. So because of that and some certain things that play, I don't want to digress much with some certain then IPOB members or whatever, those kind of things. I don't want to digress on that area. But he himself thought he will milk us, then money was not given to him. That is why he came out and was against us. Uchemefo, being a Mugu, decided to follow him finally. Uchemefo thought that man is a human being, not knowing that he is a chameleon, as unstable as water. That is how Asari Dokubo is. Unstable as water. He can, as long as money is concerned. So now, throughout 8 years of dead Buhari's regime, nothing comes in. Even Tompolo was flourishing more than him. Now he has come with his stupidity. That is why I'm telling you, he has dug his grave. You see, Nigerian military and the cabals, the real people, there are people who are eating that subsidy money you have been hearing, and the people that are involved in the bunkering. How can Nigeria from 3 million barrels as at the time of Obasanjo, or 2.8 million as at the time of Obasanjo, Nigerian oil reduced to 800,000 barrels a day? You think it's just ordinary people are doing it? There are some demons in human form lying low. You won't know them that are sucking this. That is what this criminal went and opened his mouth and said. They will kill him. The reason why I'm saying this thing, listen, because the day they will kill him, they will come and tag him, say it's IPOB that kill him. And you will see some stupid brother from the river line. We will tag it now, say we'll bring issue of as Isaac Adakaboro. They will kill your brother now. They will kill this your man, Asari Dokubo, because of all this rubbish he said. Because of all this rubbish, thinking that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will defend him. Because Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Escobar, is part of the thing. Part of the thing he's exposing, Escobar is part of it. Escobar cannot swear that he is not sucking money from the oil. Escobar cannot swear. So the day they will just set a very beautiful trap for him. Now one day you will see the idiot will fall. I'm saying it so that the day it will happen, none of you look at how they kill Ahmed Gulak. And they brought him in Imo State and they eliminate him to tag IPOB, to tag ESN. The same thing will happen to this idiot. But it's good we reveal it on time, and we'll be giving you evidence, just like Ahmed Gulak. We'll be bringing evidence to you. So the young man has dug his grave. No need to touch him. No need to go allow him. The Fulani that baptized him in Sudan trained him to Islamize people in Niger Delta, which he could not. He couldn't even, because the reason why they trained him is for jihad in Niger Delta. But being an Igbo man, he has Igbo blood. In his blood, he has about 70% or 75% Igbo blood. Money could not let him. He's so greedy. So he could not go for all those jihad war, whatever. That's not his business. He's more interested in money. So all these things, they will begin to count it now and go inside the chamber. Inside the chamber and do what? And make a very good plan how they will finish him. As at now, his days are numbered, but he don't know. They will finish him. But you know, Nigerian criminal DSS, whatever, is very tactical. They are very intelligent. They are the one who killed Ahmed Gulak. They will try to kill him in Igbo land and tell you is ESN. Or the Nigerian military will kill him in Igbo land and tell you is the ESN. So all this thing, you know, he's playing with politicians. Okebeke have been giving him money. He will bring boys, come to Imo State and kill a lot of people. That is what he has been doing all this while, because no money again. The government of Buhari could not award any contract to the criminal. So he's just taking some minor contracts Okebeke will just give him some millions of naira, then he will bring some boys on all this useless sit at home, although people just decide to do on their own, not Ekperima, not need to give Ekperima any credit. On that day, they'll just shoot people. Some villages, they have killed a lot of young Igbo people, Imo people in those villages. So he will be collecting those contracts to maintain himself. So now he's looking for the big one. That is why he went to visit Escobar. He went to visit Escobar. Escobar is happy and he has nothing to say about it if not to talk about IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These are what prompt out in all those things. I'm giving you the point you will go with, the formula you used for. I'm giving you the formulas you will use to understand what is going on. Forget about what the newspaper will write or all those things. These are the things. Now, contract will be awarded to him and all those things. He will have money. So that is how but God has pushed him to speak. That statement he made against Nigerian military, I'm telling you, will finish him. It will finish him. That is what will kill Asari Dokubo. You see, Asari Dokubo, that statement he made about Nigerian military, the man don't know. His days are numbered. He will go down. He will go down. And why I'm emphasizing on this is the day it will happen. They are very intelligent. They try to kill him and target to different people. But we are no more in the era of Isaac Adakaboro. This is technology time. There's nothing happen that we cannot decode, to tell you the truth. Very, very important. Let me read our press release. Very, very important. IPOB press release, 18th June 2023. Wash a pig, dress a pig. A pig will always remain a pig. IPOB. From freedom fighter to bunkering militant, from a militant to ex-militant, from ex-militant to oil pipeline guard, from oil pipeline guard to Biafran agitator, from Biafran agitator to ex-agitator, from ex-agitator to political thugs, from political thuggery to government informant. That is who he is. Remember that he was the de facto president some time ago. Then why Nigeria will not go and question him, but you fight for Biafra? Why now you are supporting Nigeria? They will not. Yoruba newspaper will not go towards those areas. They'll try to pamper him, to use him against us, and all those kind of things. So, but we'll open everything for you to know. In case of one, any day you see one Ademola or Olaniyi will come out and write something promoting him or try to use him against, I understand all these things. They know the truth, but they will not try to poke towards those areas because they know what they're playing. Wash a pig, clothe a pig will always remain a pig. Those campaigning for continuous detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS solitary confinement forgot that militancy for monetary gain are in the same category as criminals and terrorists. IPOB is not in a league of militant and oil pipeline guard. That one is very clear. IPOB stands for freedom for Biafrans, including those on oil pipeline security guard for the oppressor. It is unfortunate that those who are supposed to be in decision making of the oil exploitation in their region are guarding the oil pipeline for the oppressors and their children. They don't have the brain. They don't have the brain. Asari Dokubo cannot defend their people. Even Tompolo himself, naturally he has a good heart, but he has been polluted. He cannot fight for the goodness of people. This is the level. And the danger with all these things, as I always tell you, psychological things. Any young boy growing within the so-called within the so-called Niger Delta, he thinks nothing. He thinks nothing but how to be a militant leader. That's all. They don't think of how to save their land, change it, be like Dubai. All that because of those ones they are looking upon. Nobody, no any youth that will be growing up in Niger Delta today that will be thinking how to be like people in Dubai that has oil. No. And Nigerian government psychologically programmed this thing with the help of the British, because it is what is around you that will influence you, and if that thing is being laid as a foundation, that is what you grow. Just like in Igbo land, Ogwana, Ogwana, Ogwego, Igbozu, this, that. These are the things they program to us. These are the things they that's why we boom matter Bruna Wibaro now all those rubbish matter, because that was what the people what was their name, John Bohan Co, all those people that have died as they go. I remember as a student in school those days, we were about to write WAEC then. Yana nda bru when buffet na I baptasia na ibrakwo getufo kega bozu. All those things, because this is what the people growing as at that time is projecting. It enters into your brain, and when you can't change it, as at that age, you can't change it. You grow with it. In United States, America today, I'm trying to clear this thing psychologically. If because they have entertainment industry very much, you see a lot of their youth goes into entertainment. Either they are into music, they are into.
Okay, I found this on the web for is it? Check it out.
Those things. The young one are growing, looking upon those ones, see Undertaker, see George, all these people, all these musicians, whatever. They see them, they try to be like them. That is it. That is it. Our own is rubbish. That is what is in Niger Delta. Hardly you see a youth that will grow up, single himself out, unless he did not grow up in that area. If not, he just end up. The moment he start drink Ogogo and smoke Igbo and sleep with woman, the thing will just plaster in his brain as a plaster. It will never go off. He will not think of, no matter the destiny he has, he will convert it into those rubbish. So that is that. So according to our press release, I'm just trying to explain. People who owns the oil, who's supposed to make the decision of how this oil will be useful for their people, they will never think of that. Very, very important. The oil producing community in Niger Delta are in ruin, while the revenue from the oil are used to develop and enrich the northern oligarchy. So a well planned something while the northern oligarchy oversees the exploration, marketing, and the looting of the proceed from the oil. Niger Delta youth are contracted to protect the oil pipeline and the infrastructure. These moronic northern slaves are bent on killing each other for the oil pipeline contracts. In the same way, they are bent on sabotaging those fighting to liberate them from decades of slavery. The last thing a militant in Niger Delta, let me say this very clear, no matter some of the time we say we are working with them, the last thing they will do is to fight for Biafra, unless the war push them to the wall. Unless if Nigeria refuse now to give them contract. You see all this group of militants, they can never by their own think. Both Tompolo, Atake Tomo, I don't know, this is their leader, Ejon, hear them. All these hitmen in Niger Delta, I'm telling you, they can never, with the boys they have, they can never stand up and fight for. Do you know in freedom fighting, it's not only just shooting, there are some certain sacrificial sacrifices you have to dish out. That with time, no money, nothing. But you don't need to collect it from the enemy. They can never, unless if the war push them to the wall, they don't have option. They say, okay, let's fight for Biafra. That's all. But Nigerian government knows all these things. Nigerian government system is an ancient serpent. It knows all these things. It will not push them to the wall to fight for freedom. It will just create some certain problem among them and bring them back and give them contract. Just like now, they will give to Asian here, because definitely Escobar will give him money, give him contract. Even as he's advancing for fighting to bring boys to go and fight, what do you call it, bandits, terrorists that are ravaging Nigeria. He claimed he stopped the kidnapping, Kaduna Road and all those things. I don't know whether it's true or not, whatever. He himself knows, let me just digress a bit on that. Asari Dokubo knows about the invasion of Fulani, because this is the agreement in Sudan where he was trained. It is, Asari Dokubo knows that jihadists from Futajelion will invade Nigeria. They were trained together. He knows all these things. He can't deny it. The thing is that he joined them in their belief system, but his nature is against it. You understand? His nature, he don't mostly respond towards those areas. So he knows all these things. Forget about all this rubbish he's saying. Asari Dokubo knows that by this time, even before this time, that these people will invade Nigeria and be killing Nigerians in the name of religious issue. He was trained for that. Go and listen to the tape of one Emmanuel Bosum. That man released that thing about 2013 or thereabout. I think it's still on YouTube. It's about 1 hour plus. He made mention, he made a lot of expose to this man. So he knows. He knows everything. So back to what I'm saying, nobody from the Niger Delta will wake up to fight for freedom. They will only be doing this kind of thing. If you give them money, they will relax. And the Nigerian government knows that. They will only give them money, they will relax, and they will be sucking their soul. They will suck in their oil, sucking their soul like never before. And they will never let them to have peace with their brother Igbo people in the mainland, because they know no matter how you turn Igbo man, learn this thing naturally. It's natural with Igbo man. You see the sense of Igbo man, no matter how bad it is, he's still intelligent. He can change tomorrow against that system you have corrupt him into. That is why Fulani will never trust Igbo man. No matter how Igbo man, or Jews or color them, remove their boxers, sodomize themselves, follow them, convert, they will never trust them. Because they know, what I'm telling you is very deep, brothers. What I'm telling you is very deep. This war we are fighting, Igbo and Fulani and Nigeria, is not just ordinary, it's spiritual, it's more spiritual. And this Asian serpent knows, they know that Igbo man can turn tomorrow. Igbo man can turn tomorrow to fight for their liberation. Because naturally, Igbo man is not meant to be dominated. It is his nature. Suppressing him, he can't just relax. Even giving him money. Like the Niger Delta people now, if you are giving them money, they are drinking, marrying 2 million wives, what those life, they will remain like that forever. They don't care, even if water is washing away their land. But if you see Igbo man, you put him into your occult, you use your juju, hold him, you give him money, suppressing him. If you eventually give one chance, his nature will rise up, and that is to truncate everything for him to return back to his original nature. That is one different thing with us. That is that things, when I see it in us, it still gives me joy that one day we'll be free, no matter how you see all these ones. Yes, but this Asian serpent knows this thing I'm telling you, and they will never, they will never let Igbo man be there. Did you not see, what was it in 1950, is it 57, when they interviewed Sadwana? They say they will not give us job if you give us that thing. He know he's telling you the truth. So let's continue. The criminal are using IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu illegal detention to look for oil guard contract in Asorok. Abuja should be guided. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not destroyed any oil infrastructure, nor has he killed anyone. He has neither part of Nigerian youth nor started the protest against brutal police SARS during NSAS protests, like one unstable, greedy Creek pig alleged. All those things was just to put I don't believe those things. Don't believe those things. Just leave him. He's just saying it, but mistakenly he overstepped. Nigeria will kill him. Nigeria will kill. You don't expose. If you are with Nigeria, eating with Nigeria, no matter how bad Nigeria is, you don't go to that level, because they will come and kill you. You don't need to overtalk, because you have dined with them. You have dined with them. If you try to come out and become good, they will kill you. Cajoling our IPOB leader cannot secure you contract. Instead, that will bring you down. A nincompoop who can't stand before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anywhere in the world will use the name of Mazi to buy favor. In a sane society, such people would have been in jail, but Nigeria is a country where thugs, terrorists, and militants are respected and rewarded better than university professor. That is it, because it's a course. It's a cause. We have two steps of militants in Niger Delta. Some are fighting for resource control to better their region, while some are fighting to enrich themselves through government-sponsored oil contract and bunkering as the region is exploited. IPOB are not in the same mission with any of the militant group. IPOB, headed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is fighting for total emancipation and independence of Biafra, where Biafra resources will be controlled by and used for Biafrans. That is it. That is it. That is it. That is what we are fighting for future. Let's continue. Therefore, IPOB calls on brothers and sisters in the coastal part of Biafra, the so-called South-South, not to allow some greedy and selfish Fulani puppet keep them on a perpetual slavery. The march for Biafra is sacrosanct, and those who want freedom will join the wagon while there is still time. We are cautioning those campaigning for continuous illegal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be aware of danger ahead. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only innocent political prisoner in Nigeria because of ethnic profiling and prejudice. He has not committed any crime known to local or international law. Nigerian government must release him unconditionally as ordered by the courts, or risk paying the price of disobedience to law. Irrespective of calls from criminals and stomach infrastructure agitator, Nigerian government understand the rule of engagement and must abide by it as a democratic country. Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB. This is our press release, in case you have not heard it, regarding the statement of Asari Dokubo, the Asian here from Niger Delta. There's something he said regarding our leader. So this is the press release the leadership has given. So everybody will understand our role and the reason why the young man is saying all he's saying is that and he's not even trusted among their militants. I must tell you the truth. Tompolo cannot trust Asari Dokubo. Other militant leaders in the Niger Delta don't trust this man. What he's doing is just to recruit, because they have psychologically destroyed the mindset of some Niger Delta youth. So everybody is just growing to become a militant. That is why it is easy for him to continue to recruit boys. Many of them, they have been killing them. Each time he sends them on a mission to go and do whatever, sit at home, whatever, stop bandits and all that. A lot of them, you heard him in his interview. He said, we lost. If you go and listen to that, he said, we lost some men. A lot of people are dying under him. And it is the stupid Niger Delta boys that cannot come and listen to Radio Biafra and have sense, free of charge. You'll be following, drink Igbo, you smoke Igbo, you drink Ogogoro, they give you AK-47, you shoot on top, you go and sleep, you carry woman, you sleep, they give you 500,000, 300,000, before 2 days you don't finish the money, you come back here. That is just what you lived on, guiding the pipeline for other people, and this man will take you, push you to a certain location, that area, they will kill you there, you die. They will kill you there, you die. That's the end. He will come and recruit another person, another group of people, push them, they'll be dying for something, for a cause that has no meaning. If somebody fall for Biafra restoration, is a well-organized project. If you fall, at least every year 30th May, group of people, reasonable people, intelligent people, spiritual people, respected people will gather all over the world and pray for your soul to rest in peace and remember you and mention your name somewhere. How many of them that have died in their so-called Niger Delta of a thing would they do remember? When you are dying, you are gone because they use it for sacrifice. So that is what the pig in the creek is doing. So if you have sense, you have sense. If you don't have, you die. That is the world we are. This world that had been made for conquest, we continue to say it here on Radio Biafra. If you are full, then you will be swallowed. Watch Natural Geography. Animals that are not violent will be consumed by those carnivorous ones. Animals that are not carnivorous will become a prey in the hands of the carnivorous ones. That is it. But if they will remember who they are and change their tactics, they can fight back. So that is how the nature of this world is. If you remain a fool, you die a fool. They give you 100,000, 50,000. The idiot will be in his room waiting, holding his phone for somebody to call him that 50 people, 30 people are dead. Then he will call another place, they recruit another boys, he come and give you 100,000, 200,000 and all those things. Because that is what is arranging now for Escobar to hand him. So a bigger contract is what he's looking now, for him to go and fight the bandits. Maybe in the north. He said he stopped that of Kaduna. I don't know how he did it. So he's looking for bigger prize. Not just only pipeline, bigger one. Don't be a victim if you are from the coastal region. Don't follow this idiot. Don't follow him. He's just money. I have analyzed how he even joined Biafra agitation. Because after Goodluck Jonathan, Buhari did not give him. He was dry financially throughout that reign. So anything that comes out, it will be given. So he decided to join IPOB, Biafra, and some certain tips were coming, which is not enough to what at a certain time he couldn't hold it. He became our enemy. He was dry. Finally, Igbo politicians start using him against us. This is the area he's getting money until Buhari regime finish. Immediately Buhari regime finish, you see him in Asorok. He just goes straight to Asorok. That's it. For a bigger one to come, because he had been endured for 8 years. 8 good years, nothing much, nothing mega was coming to him. That is it. So if you have ear, listen to the voice of the wise. Those of you from the coastal region, so that he will not go and recruit you for anything. He will agree, any agreement with him, with Escobar. But for us, we are not going to chase him. For me, I'll decide in that way. We are not going to disturb him because his days are numbered. We will be pushing him, setting him traps so that he will fall into the hand of the Fulanese, those who train him, so Nigeria, so that they will kill him. Because, and we will be tactical in that. Because his days are numbered. If we don't, they will try him to fall in Igbo land, to use it to create more enmity with us and some good brothers in the coastal region, because we will save them. We will save them. We will redeem them, change their mind, put them in their. That's what is called orientation. Change your mind, format it. Then you start seeing yourself. If you are from Bayelsa, if you are from all those areas, you see yourself equal with the person in Saudi Arabia. You can never see somebody from Saudi Arabia, Dubai, UAE, all these Gulf areas, washing plates. Even in their country, in their own country, they don't wash plates. They don't do those jobs. They allow foreigners to come and do it for them. They are kings and queens. That is how you're supposed to live. But the people of Asari Dokubodem will never let you to think in that way. Because for you to think and try to be in that way, you need to fight. You need to pass through what we are. You need to be queried. You need to be refined. You need to pass through a quasi-military training, very disciplined. You must be disciplined to the core. As some of us passing it through in IPOB. But this criminal will not let you pass through that process. I tell you the gospel truth. Asari Dokubo and some of the militants will not let you pass through that process, because if you pass through it and know it, they will not have voice. They will be using. Very, very important. This is Radio Biafra House Service 2 coming to you from the platform of Radio Biafra London under the leadership of one and only Oyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ohamadike, one of Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only incorruptible leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, is the director of Radio Biafra and her television, the commander of the armies of Biafra and the greatest man living on this planet Earth. And this broadcast is coming to you from me, a servant of the Most High, a servant of the indigenous people of Biafra, the firstborn of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and a proud disciple of our leader in the person of Nwachineke. We will be right back in a moment. We won't be able to bring you after service, but we'll open up our line later on for you to call in, maybe give us your own take or other inputs or questions. We'll be right back.
Great. And we know for sure that this was headed by an international organ trafficking cartel. They funded the National Assembly, of some people estimate to the tune of $6.2 billion US dollars. They also bought all the Nigerian government, federal government hospitals at the cost of $3.2 billion US dollars. They even offered to buy all the Catholic hospitals for $2 billion, but the bishops refused that. So this is a well-organized cartel who are actually moving into Nigeria in order to actually buy up, or they have already paid an advance on all our organs. Anybody in the Federal Republic of Nigeria has no entitlement to their organs as it stands today with the law. And we know this for sure, that these are billionaires from the United States who funded this organ trafficking cartel to take the organs of Nigerians. Now, my colleague AGK had asked whether I was there when this cartel made the negotiation. The answer is yes, I was physically present in a deliberation. We were called as leaders of the private health sector to the headquarters of General Electric, the biggest company in the world, the leading medical company in the world. I was representing the Catholic Medical Practitioners of Nigeria and the Association of General and Private Medical Practitioners of Nigeria as the committee chairman of the National Health Act. And presiding over this National Health Act public hearing was Senator Ike Ekweremadu, who was then the Deputy Senate President. And
let me comment there. Who did you say was presiding?
Well, Senator Ike Ekweremadu. He was the presiding senator for the bill public hearing. And the sponsor, the chief sponsor, was Ifeanyi Okowa, now governor, but then Senator Ifeanyi Okowa. And just sitting by his side was also Dr. Chris Ngige, so who was then a senator. So all of them were there, and I made this argument directly pointing out Section 48, that Section 48 makes an exemption that is impossible. You don't exempt, there is no situation in medicine where you can overrule or say the consent is waived. Consent is never waived. It could be transferred to the next of kin, but it's never waived in any situation. That is part of the Helsinki Declaration. So it's an international treaty. So we cannot make an exemption here in Nigeria. Then I also pointed out the loophole in section 51. You cannot have the medical practitioner or the medical director of a hospital be the one to authorize that an organ is taken from someone to be given to another person. So it is wrong. You can't give what you don't have. That's a legal principle. Then I pointed out in section 53 that it is also when you say reasonable cost for reimbursement of reasonable payments. What does that mean? Is 10 million naira reasonable payment for kidney? Some people will tell you that too. So you actually legalized the sale of organs in section 53. Now, my colleague AGK had asked whether I was there when this cartel made the negotiation. The answer is yes, I was physically present in a deliberation. We were called as leaders of the private health sector to the headquarters of General Electric, the biggest company in the world, the leading medical company in the world. And we were told that Bill Gates offered them $2 billion to build 260 hospitals.
Leaders in this country must listen. This impunity cannot go on. It is not possible that armed bandits are settled in our farmlands and forests, and they are organized in a very military way, and the security operatives don't know where they are. Nobody disturbs them. Yet unarmed Igbo boys hold a meeting in Enugu, and the SSS or whatever it is called suddenly discovers where they are and lives are lost. This is not acceptable. This is the type of thing that will turn a country to a land littered with just ruins. It is not possible that here in Nsukka we hear the Muslim call to prayer from our windows in our bedrooms as early as 4 a.m. And a Christian who in Abuja takes her Bible to call people to accept Jesus Christ is murdered by an Islamic fundamentalist and nothing happens. It cannot continue. And these are the things we have to say no to. It is not just about SARS. It is about injustice. It is about violence. It is not possible that Muslims in this country can acquire land and build mosques anywhere. Many mosques are rising in Nsukka now. And Christians can no longer obtain land to build churches, even in the so-called Christian-dominated states, let alone the northern states. You may have heard that the governors of northern Nigeria said that they need SARS because maybe there they perform the function for which they were established. Correct. But then, what does that tell you? That this country can no longer be ruled or governed as if we were all the same in everything. There must be different levels of governance and autonomy, because if SARS is so oppressive in the south and so helpful in the north, then there must be different standards in the north and in the south. Some call it restructure, some call it anything. I'm not interested in the name, but there must be some form of decentralization of governance in this country if we want to move forward. There is too much power and money at the center. That is why governance is no longer service.
Young girl, Deborah Yakubu Samuel, 200 or 300 level, Shehu Shagari, College of Education, Sokoto, just uttered a voice note in their WhatsApp group class. They tagged it blasphemy. You said you were one Nigeria. They came to the school, brought her out from the class. Where was security? Where we are? The Nigeria DSS and Nigeria Army. Watch the video. The young lady was running for her dear life. She saw death, painful death. She was brutally killed. Her life was snatched from her forcefully by the Muslims. Just because she said Holy Ghost fire. Why sending religious things in our WhatsApp group? This is a class WhatsApp group made for students, made for information. They ganged up and tagged it blaspheming, and you say we are one Nigeria. Where we are the politicians, where we are men, she was running and screaming for life. People were passing cars. She was stoned to death. And the only thing Nigeria could tell us was only 2 persons arrested out of hundreds of people that stoned this young lady. Not only that 2 were arrested, 34 lawyers headed by a professor of law demanding that the killers of Deborah should be released. 34 Muslim Islam lawyers volunteered, came out to defend the murderers that killed an innocent young girl. 34 lawyers headed by a professor of the law to demand for their release. Even the chief of Imam of Sokoto, Abuja, came out publicly to say what those people did, committed murder, they are right. Until today, they are not arrested. If you are to be a pastor, they will target that the pastor is getting war. One Nigeria is a scam. We can't be one, and we don't want to be one. No justice for Deborah Samuel Yakubu. We are still crying on the death of this innocent young girl. Our Igbo men in Sokoto, their houses and shops were set ablaze. You say we are one Nigeria, you destroy our businesses, you kill us, you make life difficult for us. One Nigeria is a scam. Bishop Kuka, the bishop of the Roman Catholic Church in Sokoto, will have been killed. Cathedral ablaze. The bishop's court ablaze. You say we are one Nigeria because he spoke and said the truth. He condemned wickedness and injustice, and they sent for him to be killed. But the Imam of Abuja and Sokoto supported murder, supported evil. They are walking freely. Nobody arrested them. Nobody sent anybody to kill them. You say we're one Nigeria. You said we're one Nigeria 3 days ago at International Market Day, Abuja, where billions of naira belongs to Igbos were set ablaze. You said we're one Nigeria. The land is sick. We are still talking on what happened in Sokoto, what happened in Abuja. Another is happening in Bauchi, where they said another young lady blasphemed again, and they are looking for her to kill yesterday. She narrowly escaped, and Igbos again were the targets. Just a young man stood to defend this nation, to defend these people, and said, we are not one Nigeria. Allow us to go. You arrested the man, detained him under DSS custody, just because he said, allow us to go. And whether they like it or not, by God's intervention, we will go. It is time for Christians all over the world to wake up. We have been praying. We keep on praying. And even as we pray, it is time to fight. Inasmuch we know that war is not good, but we can't fold our heads and watch us being killed. All in the name of an umbrella, one Nigeria. Me, a priest, don't believe in one Nigeria. Bringing it down.
This is Radio Biafra, also service 2, coming to you from the platform of Radio Biafra London, under the leadership of one and only Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ohamadike, one of Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only incorruptible leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. He's the director of Radio Biafra and her television, the commander of the armies of Biafra and the greatest man living on this planet Earth. Right now, lines are open. You can call in for your own contribution or question on this program with this number +183 263 73499 +183 263 73499 +183 263 73499, or you can get us with this +614 818 70925 +614 818 70925 +614 818 70925. Also, you can get us on Skype with the name Nwachineke, as we are live streaming here on Radio Biafra House of Service 2 from the platform of Radio Biafra London, making sure that every truth is being spoken, every justice is being done, and whoever that is on the way of Biafra restoration will go down. There's no two ways about it. My dear brothers, with me right now, the Moscow, Don Moscow. Don Moscow, can you hear me?
Good morning, Mazi.
Don Moscow, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mazi. Good morning, sir. How are you doing this morning? Thank you for your wonderful analysis this morning. As usual, it's so good. As I may speak, I will continue to bless and strengthen you. I also want to pray for our leader. I pray that the God Almighty we serve, Spoke Shabiam, are going to deliver him. He's not going to die in the desert dungeon. He's going to come out there. And I pray that the Almighty God will heal him from the sickness he's passing through there. He's going to come back to us with Biafra flag, and we're going to rejoice together. You see? As we're coming to your analysis this morning, this our leaders' brothers. One of the problems we are having in this our struggle here. So I don't know why, especially this kind of Kanu, I don't know why he has used to become Ken that killed his own brother. You see, sometimes I don't used to blame some of the people that always against this Biafra stuff, the way we do this. Some of them say that Igbo people don't, but in the other way around, if you look at it, the way his action is justify what some people are saying. And some people not liking Biafra, saying they prefer Nigeria because of this kind of character that this guy is exhibiting. This guy cannot Kanu. Your own brother, basically call your own brother, you're planning at his back to kill him. He was planned to kidnap him in Kenya. If not because of school problem, he would have been dead in Kenya. Because when they kidnapped him in Kenya, nobody knows. For 8 days, who knows what he passed through? If it was easy for them, he wouldn't have made it. That's what I used to tell my friend. Imagine a Nigerian government that wants our leader dead, and they kidnap him when nobody knows. You know what he had passed through before? It's not that they couldn't kill him in Kenya. That's why he make it. They kidnap him. They rendition him back to Nigeria. But still, your hand was in. You know that your brother is in that. The plan is killed, and up till now, is the court of this I've given the big that is not this. They don't have any charge against him. They should release him. But you are still working at the back, making sure that he remains in this, making sure that you kill him. I don't know why our people are like this. This Biafra we are talking about, we are the one holding ourselves for. It's true that maybe Britain or even Fulani people are the hand in me, but like let me say, like 80 or 70% of people are the one holding ourselves. Because all this kind of attitude now that some of our people accept is what is bringing us down. So there's some action they will do like this. It will bring us like 15 miles this thing backward. Instead of us to be moving forward, we will go backward, fighting for that thing. And you know that the internal enemy that one is very dangerous more than the other one, because somebody from outside can now come and do you something. Someone that didn't know you well, someone that knows you very, very well, that he wants to do you something, you do it to the last. And that's what our leader brothers are doing now. And it's hard time for all of them to stop all this, because this Biafra we are fighting now is for the good of all of us, for the good of our children to born out. The Nigeria is a lot of us that say, you see the way they are pursuing us in Nigeria, killing us every day. They don't want us to be in Nigeria. But after all this, some people still have the mindset of allowing themselves to be used by Nigeria for their own selfish interest. I'm urging them, kind of advising them, they keep from all this kind of behavior. Who help them? Let all of us, everybody, those celebrities, those are called celebrities, or even our so-called Igbo allies, all them should wake up. It's not time for us to join our hand and fight for this Biafra restoration. It's only Biafra that will save us from this from our find ourselves in Nigeria. Apart from that, we are nothing, because nothing in Nigeria is nothing is working in Nigeria. The Nigeria have expired. The agreement they have with Britain, Lord Lugard, it has expired since 2013. And we're supposed to come in a round table to know whether I'm going to continue or whether I'm going to end this thing. Okay, thank you for giving me the opportunity. As I'm going to continue to bless and strengthen you.
Thank you very much, Don Moscow. You have said it all. And I keep on the good work. Let me bring caller on the line. Can you hear me?
Good morning to you, Mazi Nwachineke. Mazi Nwachineke.
Caller, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Nwachineke. Can you hear me? Thank you so much, Mazi. This is Mazi Nwachineke. Yeah. All right. So, greetings to you, my beloved brothers and sisters. Good morning to every one of you. My name is Sugo, and I'm calling from the blessed land of Biafra. Mazi, you see what you just said. First of all, let me ask our people, our Igbo, Biafran, Nigerian politicians, why is it that after all your suffering, after all your betraying attitude towards your brothers and sisters, at the end, you come back with shame, and some of you are now arguing it by crying? Then why are you people continue to engage yourself in what you are not supposed to? Our leader Mazi Nwachineke Kanu said, if you serve the zoo finish, you come back with shame. How many of you now can be proud to say Nigeria is good for us? For so many years we have been lamenting, we are crying. The reason why there is IPOB today is the high level of intimidation against our people. That is the cause. The reason why our leader Mazi Nwachineke Kanu was a rendition. You people gathered together and you planned. You make sure that this man that is saying is the mouthpiece of our people. Because for so many years we all are speechless. Despite we are witnessing and seeing what is happening to us, but none can come out boldly like our leader Nnamdi Kanu to say, stop killing my people. Before, you don't talk about Biafra boldly. You don't talk about Biafra, but this is the simple truth. You talk about Biafra in a hidden way. Some of you that is a politician, you talk about it in a criminal way. When you come out boldly and you go in there, you say, forget about these people. Anyone that is with you, that is serious, you will sabotage that person. Some of you that claim to be a Biafran movement somewhere leader, you know what I'm saying. You people are not honest in fighting what we're doing. You are not doing any effort to make sure that we are liberated in our land. But our leader came out boldly to say this and to do this. Action speaks louder than voice. You people are ganging up against him. Now, at the end of everything, Nigeria that you are fighting for is betraying all of you seriously and making sure that a very full-grown man is crying. A very rich man, somebody that is supposed to come out boldly to condemn evil. You are crying because what your people, your brothers and sisters are lamenting and you are fighting them, you are sabotaging them, is returning back to you. See, the law of nemesis, the law of karma is await every one of you. And let me talk about you. that is fighting Nnamdi Kanu, you don't want our leader to die. Because if you are planting a seed, it is clear that that seed you plant is what you will expect. You can never go and plant corn and you expect, if you go to the corn you plant it, you say, I want to harvest cassava. It's not done. If you, among the people that is planning, you are seriously making an effort to make sure that our leader, Mazi Nwachineke, died in the custody, remember, you will be the one to die, you and you, anything about you, anything about that concerns you, whether Kalupu or Kalonta, we don't care. We have seen the truth. The millions of Biafra all over the world, we have seen the truth. And we need to recognize this particular Messiah that rose up from our land. Yes. Continue to say this. We have a Messiah. And that happened to come from the blessed land of Biafra. So if you don't like it, that is your own. Then if you are fighting him, whether you're related to him or somehow you are close to him, you think you have what it takes to do what you are doing. I'm just pitying you because you are digging your grave. You are killing yourself. Many people lost their life on what we are doing. And our leader Mazi Nwachineke say, you must stop killing my people. This man did not do anything wrong. If you are fighting, you are ganging up. If you are among, let me say this, if you are among the people that knows the time our leader was arrested in Kenya, and when they asked you, they said on a mountain, no matter who you are, it seems that you are part and parcel of what happened to this man. And you people continue to prove yourself. Anyone that supports that our leader will be operated in the hands of the enemy, may God punish you and punish everything about you. I continue to say this. If you support what the leadership of IPOB condemn against this innocent honest of our own leader, if you support that the enemies will operate him, it shall never be well with you. Let the zoo and their governments allow the innocent man of our own time, the savior our own time, you must go home, just as the court say. If our leader wants to do operation IPOB, the whole entire IPOB worldwide family is able to do that, and his wife will be beside him doing that, not you, not the enemies. You can never go to the house of your enemies and ask him to give you food. If he dare do that, it means you have given your life into their hands and they will kill you if they decide. So if you are, let me put it this way, if you are supporting that our leader will be operated over there, for that reason, you do this one, you sack this one, may God punish you. Mazi, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mazi. You have said it all. Desmond, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Nwachukwu. Good morning to you.
You're welcome, brother.
Mazi Nwachineke. Good morning to Biafrans all over the world, IPOB family, and our great leader, His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Chukwuabiama will continue to grow you in strength, and very soon Elohim will perform that last miracle that we expect from him, as all you said has come through in our time, and we have witnessed it, we have seen it, and we appreciate and adore your presence in our life, in our time, and in our generation. Thank you so much, our great leader, Mazi Nwachineke. Now, Nwachineke, you have made some very vital analysis this morning, but I will just touch on two. The extraordinary rendition of our leader today, 19th of June, 2023, make it 2 years that our leader has been in DSS dungeon under torture, severe pain, harassment, and all form of human degradation against his personality. And now presently his health is deteriorating seriously, and the world is quiet. Let me say this to Biafrans. Let me just carry it to Biafrans. They said in 1914, according to their story, that British amalgamated the northern and southern protectorate together and called them Nigeria. And in 1929, 15 years after that our mothers were killed and massacred, and they call it Aba Women Riot. Meanwhile, our mothers protested for the enormous tax against them in their marketplaces. The British attacked them, killed them, slaughtered them, and turned around to say Aba Women Riot. And it continued. They came to 45, they came to 53, they came to 66. Our people were slaughtered in the north. They call it pogrom, but more than thousands, or more than they say 30,000, but it is more than that we are slaughtered. Because from the story so far, you will know all over the north, it was a grand plan by the Britain and the rest of them. From there, we approach to 67, where our eternal leader, Odumegwu said, this cannot continue. And because of the unwillingness of Nigeria to respect the agreement they had in Aburi, and Biafra was declared, and they came to our land and they committed genocide, where more than 6 million Biafrans were slaughtered, children were starved to death, a lot of things were committed against our people, and they later declared it no victor, no vanquish, as they may wish. And then we continue to today. Along the line, a lot of people have come up, IPOB now emerged, and our leader came for the same problem. And they tried to kill our leader in his home in September 7? They tried to kill him in his home. They could not succeed. And what did they do? They have to kidnap him in Kenya, even without having Nigeria passport, and they extraordinary forcefully rendition him to Nigeria and kept him incommunicado. The Igbo people and the Biafrans at large should understand that from the history of Nigeria, all we have witnessed is torture, pain, and death. From 1967, they were able to come up with some saboteurs. They were able to study some cycle for our people, and they made them in charge of our land, and they made these people to live large in the blood of our own people. And those are the governors, the politicians, Ohanezes, chiefs, and Igwes that we see today. But then, these people are not helpful to us. They are only there to continue to hold this oppression and this conquer that we are conquered. They are there to hold it, continue for their masters, who are the slaves of also the Britain. So now Biafra should understand that at this call that our leader has called, and at this struggle that is championed by Chukwuabiama at this stage of our time, that it started right from the first day Nigeria was created. It didn't start today. It started from the first day Nigeria was created. So it is not a new thing. And them holding our leader and whatever they are doing today, we are used to it. It's not a new thing. But Biafrans must understand that now we have to now channel our anger to our enemy and do the right thing. Fight for our freedom. We have to support the structure that is being laid down to bring our people out of this mess. Look at what is going on in Lagos. Look at what is going on in the north. There is no need to talk much. It's just to give you the citations, just give you the points. Look at the killing, look at everything, look at the destruction of properties. Which one would we say? Which one would we leave? What can we do? It's only to join our hands together and come and fight for our freedom. And how do we do that? We have to stand by our leader. We have to stand by IPOB. We have to stand by the structure, DOS. We have to support ESN. You have no other thing to do. Anything else you do out of this, what I'm saying now, is waste of time. If you like, go and form vigilante, go and do anything, you are wasting your time. So what am I trying to say? Anywhere you are a Biafran. You have to continue to call for the unconditional release of our leader, and you have to continue to support ESN in any way you can, but financially is very, very important. And in doing that, you have to verify through IPOB units, IPOB zones, or any other channel that must have been approved by the DOS or HODDOS, Mazi Nwachineke, and then you give your support so that our land will be cleansed, the enemies in our land will be cleansed, the Fulani terrorists, a Bubago that is destroying our land, the army and the police, and all of them, that our people might be able to live free and come back, because most of these things, also security challenges is there that discourage our people from coming back, so that they might be come back and come in a secured environment. So we are encouraging Biafrans to please rise up, because this is time for us to rise up. Holding our leader for 2 years in the present condition that is a big insult to our personality, and it's a big insult to us, and we'll have to do something. If we come together, Nigeria will leave us immediately. There is no need. We have to say it the way it is. Our people must rise up. This is time for our people to rise up. Our leader will not undergo any surgery in DSS. They should release him unconditionally to go to a country of his choice and a doctor of his choice and carry out this very, very important and delicate operation in his life. But our demands still remain unconditional release of our leader and a referendum for Biafra, nothing else. And for the pig in the creek, like you talk about in Nwachineke, you've said everything about him. We just want to say, let the people of the riverline, our Biafrans in riverline area, they should understand that the pig in the creek has entered the hand of those that is going to kill him. They will waste him and they will try. That is why they tell him today, he was told to actually call Nnamdi Kanu. He was told. They told him that you must say something about Nnamdi Kanu. They told him, it's not that he was told and he had to come and do it because they want a platform. But we are now exposing the Tinubu government. Because go and read the history of Tinubu. He's a killer. He used you and he killed you. If the history is there. So we don't have to say much. Just understand that Tinubu is going to kill Asari Dokubo. For him to come out and say, Asari Dokubo came to IPOB and scammed our leader. He duped us. Up to today, he has not returned our money. He took our men, he sold them out, and the Nigerian military massacred our men. We know all these things. But now they have brought him in to kill him. And when they kill him, people must rejoice and not to blame anybody. Because the media will carry the news. But nobody should call IPOB. Because what we are for is to liberate our people, to cleanse our land. And that is what we stand for. And that's what we are going to continue. No matter the propaganda of Nigeria government, no matter who they kill, and to call IPOB or anybody, we are not deterred, we are not shaking. The world must understand there is nothing they will do to stop us. Only Biafra is our destination. And we are not going to die like 1970 in this time of our struggle. So Biafrans, remain resolute, support ESN, stay on the directive of the DOS, and very soon victory shall be ours as we continue to march. Unconditional release of our leader. Do not forget, today is 2 years. We must let the whole world know about it. Thank you very much, Nwachineke, and Elohim bless you from here. Ndewo.
Thank you very much. That's our brother Mazi Desmond, and keep on the good work. That is it. Let me bring in Mazi Chidubem. Mazi Chidubem, can you hear me?
Yes. Good morning, Nwachineke.
You're welcome, brother.
Check him, sir.
Do.
Yes. My contribution this morning is basically good morning to my leader, Nnamdi Kanu, to the DOS, to every hierarchical structures of the IPOB, and to our indefatigable men on ground, the angelic ESN men and women who are doing the needful. I say good morning to all of us all. First of all, I want to start with this Asian. Honestly, I've never wanted to talk about this man because to me, I feel anything pertaining that bastard is a waste of time. But why we are making this record straight is because we want our brothers in the coastal region to understand that whatever that happens to Asian any moment from now is as a result of his statement. Because definitely I am assuring you today that the armies and the navy whom he has accused of the same crime that they are both committing will definitely come to hunt him down, because they've been waiting for a time like this to use him, because he's trying to build power now to suppress those who he thinks are blocking him. So whatever that happens to Asia, the creek in the pig in the creek. Well, I'm very grateful that Mazi Powerful have made a very good press statement to that effect. So he should wait for his wrath, and I believe, and I'm encouraging the military men who he has accused of the same crime that both of them do together to come after him. Secondly, is on the issue of the health of Nnamdi Kanu. Most of the times, the only thing I have come to realize that one thing that destroyed that I cannot my passion that I cannot control when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu. We are telling the Nigerian government to release Nnamdi Kanu. We are not begging for this. This is a right which their own law, an apex court of competent jurisdiction in the zoo, has freed him. The Nigerian government holding this man, the way this man has been suffering, he has chosen not to collect any bribe from these people. Nnamdi Kanu has made it clear that all he wants is a referendum for his people. If his people accept to stay in Nigeria, he will hands off. If he chooses, that people chooses to leave Biafra and to leave the zoo, so be it. Keeping Nnamdi Kanu under solitary confinement, trying to do everything possible to eliminate him. I have said this thing several times. Nnamdi Kanu is not MKO Abiola. Nnamdi Kanu is not Moshood, whatever, Kashima or Abiola. He is not He's not MKO Abiola. Nnamdi Kanu is bigger than the zoo. And whatever may the case never arrive. We are telling the Nigerian government to free Nnamdi Kanu. Free this man now. Both those, today is 2 years, this man has been suffering. They beat this man to stupor, destroyed his eardrums. Kanu is a dead man walking. All of them that are involved in this penury that we are suffering today, all of them, they are, even if Nnamdi Kanu comes out today and say they are forgiven, if that will make me sin against this, if that will make me violate my oath as an IPOB member, let God take my life. I know that I did it for a reason. These men are dead men walking. We can never forgive them. Whoever that is involved in this pain Nnamdi Kanu is going through and the heartbreak of our own people, we will never forgive them in this life. Mazi, are you aware that Bill Gates and Dangote are coming to have a meeting with Escobar Pablo, the drug lord, the Jagaban? Nigerians are in big mess. We are in big mess. Manamanihu competenazu, these things you see, signing student law, students fee bill, and all these things are Manamanihu competenazu. The earlier we understand this, the better for us. Nigeria should understand that everybody's every Nigerian's organ has been sold, excluding Biafrans, because we are living. So we are calling on you people now who they are using those that would fought for the those that stood and fought for that stood and stand for NSAS. That this creek in the this pig in the creek using to blackmail Nnamdi Kanu must rise up now and demand that a referendum for everybody will save our lives. Automatically, every Nigerian we are all dead. Those that claim to be Nigerian, everybody is dead. Your organs have been sold. The Great is coming to finalize the deal with Dangote. So the earlier you know this, the better for you. It is now left for us to rise. And lastly, everybody must support ESN. ESN is our last line of defense. That we still have some level of dignity now is because of ESN. Respect our hierarchical structure. Respect Chikedoze, who is the head of the US. Respect every leader and listen to Radio Biafra at all times. May the God of Biafra continue to protect our land. May the God of Biafra continue to strengthen all our leaders who are doing a very fantastic job.
Yes,
and you people who are on the radio, giving up this gospel. Biafra comes and beyond. There were Mazi.
Mazi Jike, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Nwachineke.
You are welcome, brother.
I can hear you. Yeah. Good afternoon, good evening, Biafrans all over the world. Today is marking 2 years that the zoo and the British and the Kenya government kidnapped our leader. 24 calendar months, 2 years. And they say all of us we are not happy over it. We are not happy over it. 2 years without committing any crime. Those that commit crime are free, moving everywhere. Person like Abba Kyari, people like Kabiru Sokoto, mention them, count them, there are many in numbers. The pig in a creek. His late father was a justice. Medford Goodhead. Justice Medford Goodhead. The name Goodhead was Isioma, but then he later changed it to answer it in English way. He later changed it to answer it in English way. Goodhead. And in the land of Calabare, I can count maybe nobody has answered that name, Goodhead. So to tell people how the name came. He was dismissed on bench as a magistrate judge. He was dismissed on bench. So snake must give birth to a long thing. Snake must give birth to a long thing. The idiot that is speaking, he cannot even finish school. He was enrolled in UST Port Harcourt in Diobu. He was paid from school. He now run back to Calabar, where he tried to attend Unical. He cannot even finish in Unical. They spare him again in Unical because of his criminality. He was in Calabar and converted to be a Muslim. You know, even in the days of his school, he's not an activist. He never an activist. He never stand for anything right. They start using him. Politicians start using him. If people will come back to what happened in River State, who they call Sergeant Awuse, who they call Mashahare, late Mashahare, who they call Obeko. When Mashahare was a kingmaker in River State, he made Peter Audley to be the governor. First tenure was the agreement. And after everything, Audley want to go back to second tenure and third tenure. Mashahare, Bola Ige were assassinated. They came out and lied to us that Mashahare was killed in a hotel. Well, Mashahare was killed in his house with a double barrel. Asare knows about it. When Sonny, the son of Mashahare, were accusing Asare that he's the one that assassinated his father. When Asare come out, what did he say? Instead of him to talk a good thing, he was confessing that when he later agreed that he know what happened, he now said that he has a mental. Say he was treating in Diobu, that he has a mental problem. That was, I don't know why Nigerians are forgetting things that are happening. A strong things like this, a person like Mashahare, people are forgetting about what happened. There's no justice for Mashahare. There's no justice for Bola Ige. There's no justice for a lot of people. And the killers are moving freely today. And they are boasting. Instead of him to talk how it happened, he was telling them that Mashahare is not a king. In a Buguma, where he came from. Buguma is where he came from. And when you go to the Buguma, it's only Mashahare house then was only the good house in the Buguma. But Mashahare has lost today. We call him Mashahare. He lost today. Bola Ige, the same thing. And this man are still talking, shouting, talking what he will do. Today, he has now talking about the military. What he do with the military. He now confessing what he did with the military today. Soboma George were killed again in Reclamation Road. All these people are his men. When we have the Icemen and the Bushmen, before person like Amechi enter and try to make peace and say he will not give any of them money again. It's a long history. And we are here to put it complete and make the world to know things that are happening, that they are closing because of their political position, because of where they want to be, because of those that they are using. Today now he's talking about Kaduna, talking about how they are moving. Now he's Kaduna. He has rendered Buguma useless. He has rendered people, the youth there, useless. Now he's taking them to Kaduna, where they don't even hear the language, they don't even know the road network, they don't even know anything there. Parents are still leaving their children to move with such useless, I don't know what to call him. After interviewing him, he was telling that he have a 4 wife. Is it what we're asking you? 22 children, because you give birth like a pig, who you are. And people are watching this man destroying people and destroying everything. I think it's time for everyone to wake up. Parents should not allow their children to go close to him, because he will use you. He will use you. He value 1 naira more than any other thing. He's uncontented. He cannot be belleful. He cannot be belleful. This is the life he live. This is the life his father live again. Bribing, betrayers. That is the lineage of betrayer. That is where he came from. The lineage of betrayer. That is where he came from. So Nwachineke, I will stop here. No, I will stop here so far. The man that talked on the radio that said that our people don't love themselves. My brother, point of correction. We love ourselves. I believe after the war, our leader used to say it, or in the heartbroken of the war. Some people, they impregnated their mother by the enemy. Some people used to move to go and buy tomato in Jos. They rape their mothers and give birth to them. You can only show who is your brother, but you cannot show us who is your friend. So when you are saying so, when you see the born Biafrans, the Biafran people love themselves, and in any struggle, there must be betrayer. And how will you get the betrayer? You must come back home. From your home, somebody will raise as a betrayer. So it's a normal thing, and which we know. Jesus Christ, who sold Jesus Christ is his cousin. Judas was the one that sold his brother. So have it in mind. Thank you, Sir Nwachineke.
Thank you very much, Mazi Ejike. Thank you. You have said it all. I always enjoy your call. Thank you. Let me bring in the prophet. The prophet, can you hear me?
Yes, Nwachineke. Nwachineke, can you hear me, sir? Nwachineke, we are not joking with our ancestral land. Never on this planet Earth. And the Biafra is completely destined to be restored, and it is now. And that our quest is unconditional release of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. It's not a big request. Why? Because he is innocent. Freedom is freedom. Freedom of a race. Biafrans is very important, more than our life. Everywhere on this earth, as long as you are a Biafran, one important thing. If we have eyes, but we are blind, completely blind. Request unconditional release of our leader, so that the whole world will be put to shame. Seeing injustice on this earth. 2023. How many days they are called? 2 years. What is the offense of our leader? That he wants the freedom of Biafran people to occupy their own land on this earth. That's all. Adam Malam said, no, it will not be, because the agenda of Malam is to kill us and take our land. And we Biafrans are watching it. And all our leaders, so they are helping it. Nigeria is Britain creation. And Chukwuokike knows it is abundant to us. They have decided to release these people from Nigeria, from Britain, English name, their God, everything. So that we will live and become who we are before we become Christian. I know choose a choice. Bear this in mind. The deadline. Fast. United Nations release our leader. I'm telling you, we are not arrogant. We are very intelligent. We don't want to shoot bullets. We get that hand. We can produce the most dangerous weapon for this war. And they don't know the guy said it. Now you can tell us what you can use to fight this war. Now you So, but the say the word the damage you save the word now, so that you regain your dignity. Because why? Then I think it is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7 from verse 1 to end. And the same Wisdom of Solomon chapter 8 from verse 1 to end. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7 verse 5 and verse 6, very important. A king is like everyone else. Sirach chapter 18 from verse 1 to end. Verse 11 of Sirach chapter 18, very important. The greatness of the Most High Chukwu Kikabiyama and the human beings are nothing. No king ever begin a life different. For all of us, including Malami, there is only one way into this life, and there is only one way out of it, this earth, all 6 feet. Watching I cannot be 6 feet, and you don't get to door, you don't get to window. Go to everybody, including Pope, 6 feet. Let peace reign. Let heaven and earth is bearing our leader, Nnamdi. Witness that he has done it all. And we Biafrans, respect yourself and look upon the children. Don't make this task difficult for you. Asari Dakoba, we are seeing you. Nobody will go to you because I pay we get it. You see this brand, this pipeline where you choose to be your destiny. That we are people and then you get to the mind outside the cobage. So go and determine I'm not to release on the open your outside the cobage, open yourself. All your trainees for with us of them. I said talk about bet. We go put our hands for your neck like this, bring you up. We are happy. I show you Joe Biden say, that money where you come out for this land, that place where you keep. I'm gonna know who you be. You know be Muslim. We go teach you say this land, now the chair get them. Now we will be Biafra. Diboris. Now we not be able. So yes, we cannot be able. Ready. You abandon your own and the tenable don't never abandon waiting behind them. You go and the Balame and the friend never abandoned the Abakar and their own. Case Abakar certain don't vanish. And then our only the one I want can tell us say you be as home over. Any go Makachina I'm not going to come out and wine alone or one nam. Mangamando to Milan no escape. I will use you as an example. That then of the kind of come here to restore the kingdom of the Most High. But for Biafrans to be free and to start from Omawa, the mandate of protecting life and properties of they are subject in Omawa with under their care. And let me say that the judge that will come and attack Omawa, come to China, let's say you never forget your life. There's not to buy. They think another time. Then I think it doesn't. Over the years, like, oh, that's not the car. Please, what the and I also. Am I very much? Heaven bear witness. All of you that decided to use Fulani, to use Nigeria, support Nigeria from P2P, and let's those are the one of you that want to kill us, suffer us. No port, no, for Lagos, the border proper. I say, be our leader. Oh, Kubu na Alibo. Our family go pay for the Papa, only the Papa Lilo. The legend of the Kanu the Pand. Any Papa, I had the moon. What that dead? Yan may be in Alibu, ever measure, or your Jupiter. Guess I get them a 1 year. A 1 year? Who are you? Peter be last warning. Not the kind of release, none. So that the Malami will understand that competent. The Nigeria have court. The Nigeria have court. You are yourself, you are going to court. Now, I'm watching like, Marco Satanga. Okay, you watching like, open who cook to Abu Omaya said, discharge at the Zaga, Banye. What I see got what I did from Cape. At the current, I'm telling you,
they will.
Watching like a decision. Oh, I have to pass.
Mazi Nwachineke, can you hear me? Thank you for holding the line.
Yes, Mazi
You're welcome.
Nwachineke. Udo Noloman Kena Rolomo Biafra. We know that God Chukwukabiama assigned you to do this work. It's not easy to come out every morning and stay complete 3 hours. Teaching, telling us what is going on in the zoo. May Chukwukabiama use Biafra and settle you in the name of Elohim. Our leader is Mazi Nwachineke. Chukwukabiama is our God. Biafra is our religion. On this hallowed platform is where we worship. We will continue worshiping Chukwukabiama, especially today that is making it 2 years that evil people sold our land, our leader, to their enemies. Chukwukabiama, as you protect our leader for 2 years now in castration, continue protect him and save him from the hand of evil people in the name of Elohim. Chukwukabiama. He said, Nwachineke, when udo derege, may Elohim pay you back for your good work. You are trying all your possible best to make sure that our people hear the evil that people are committed in this zoo called Nigeria. Great Biafrans. You know, as you can see, Mazi Nwachineke ekwuchagwo everything. He is able to make sure that our people in Biafra land to hear that we in Biafra land are stay together with our DOS, which Nnamdi handed them over the leadership. See, Biafrans, you know, every evil in the whole world wanted to make money in the head of Mazi Nwachineke, starting from their brothers, siblings, this one and the other one, starting from all their brothers. The evil politicians in our land, federal government is borrowing money because of their use Mazi Nwachineke name to borrow money, because they know that he's a righteous person. Don't ever use the name of Mazi Nwachineke collecting money from politicians if you are a true Biafran, because when we talk about in scripture, when they are talking about Judas who sold Jesus Christ, you know what it means. So stay away from all this evil. Great Biafrans, what we want now is continue playing, fighting to defend their land. And I want to tell our people this. The area is better. We develop the mind of only us can save ourselves. Only us. Nobody. Americans can never leave their land and come here to save you. The same thing in Israel, the same thing in Russia. Only you can save yourself from this kind of people. Nigeria is not for us. The area is better. Our leader started this in 2012, teaching us, telling us what is going to happen, what we're supposed to expect in one Nigeria. But you know, everybody moving ahead, thinking, but we are seeing it now, kolo in our eye. Somebody who wanted to get money from federal government, he used name of Mazi Nwachineke. Oh, a great reader, Mazi Nwachineke. I thank Chukwukabiama for making me to follow Mazi Nwachineke, a truthful man on this earth who said no to evil. I will continue praising Elohim who give us this type of leader. Great Biafrans, support ESN. Our leader is already set the road straight where we can follow and get our destination. If you are looking sideways, that one concerns you. If you look, you fall. We are moving forward, nothing going back. We are not going back at all. So great Biafran, when we think about our leader, Mazi Nwachineke, think about people have fought and died for us to live. Think about them. Think about those that were KBK wanted to give 60 million for them to sabotage Mazi Nwachineke. He said no, they are killing him. Think about all those people. What we are doing now is to make sure that our people here. I told them that our leader Mazi Nwachineke is already wrote his name in the book of gold. Never. We will continue. In the history of this world, we remember Mazi Nwachineke. He has finished his work. for us to complete the work and make ourselves settle in our own name, our own destination, our own country. We must answer our name. Chukwu Abiyama is already signed it for us. Please and please, Biafrans, never you sabotage your people. Never you steal what does not belong to you in your own land. Come back home, those who are crying in Lagos. You still have time. These people want to destroy us, but our land is empty, looking for people to use the land, but we are running away. Come back home, Nwachineke. Come back home. My brother, bless you. Kabiyama is our God. Ndewo Mazi.
You have said it all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Call on the line. Can you hear me?
Good morning. I'll stay your brother before Joe. I'm on the man this number. Yeah, you are one of my WhatsApp. You can on our forum here na Barcelona, na Spain. Now we are within Catalonia side here. I'm taking Thank you very much. All of you guys now on this hallowed platform. Because you said a lot of things this morning, but I just want to focus on one thing. So all the great viewers now can't enter my name do now. Because I know you have been hammering on this for a very long time. Now, but my question is, why did Madam Finance and personally the 100% why did she working with this guy? Which means you know what happened to me and all of them planned it. Are you hearing me? It means all of them why you also so why you are not contented with her with your AJPAB now here or now with the car because this car number of German coding. The mother of I have said this thing the mother of all Europe Kanu and she is doing nothing just only from IPAB with this woman. So this is why this man will disobey DOS. I know cheap them too. I'm not they see very many people in IPAB. They see her. I know no mother accused. Cheap non as Switzerland. Self-employed. Chinas and women are Kuwait. I know so. Somebody was saying, why you think there's no travel? Or money about it. Chico or also Chico is a family man. He has his own things to do. I know no mother accused for over 2 years now. How about people? Even the so-called personal lawyer. When I this class now, how can you a so-called personal lawyer. A so-called personal trainer in the USA. Although this class when I Germany Akuno became now how can you because I'm a good mad now. Maybe I'm going on IPAB to Chagraham will go. Now, somebody somebody the name Madam Head of Finance. Oburu a refrag of salary and IPAB in Akuya, be protected with it. Or a refrag when a German we have very soon. Don't be surprised, very soon. The woman of Finland, only that they make Madam Finance. This will other have a now. Very soon, other have a go say the secret gap. Secret gap. God bless you. God bless you. I'm on the news time. God bless you. Thank you. Yeah, God bless. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. Chikotano. Oka chikotazie. Yeah, great Biafrans. May the Most High bless us all as we bring this broadcast to an end. We will not be able to take other calls. Sorry for that. Time is no more on our side. The thing is for us to utilize what we have so far. The little you have, how much, how far, how good are you making use of it? The one you have had, the money you have, the knowledge you have, the everything you have, how far are you making use of it? That is the most important thing. And it's very, very important. How are we going to make use of it? They are demolishing our shops in Lagos. And as they are demolishing it, they will call it a illegal structure. I hope we are aware. They will call it illegal structure. Brother, it is illegal structure because it belongs to Ndibo. It is illegal structure because it belongs to Onyibo. That is why it is illegal structure. Remember that before Onyibo could build that that plaza or whatever, remember that he bought it, and even the local government or whatever, the state government somehow collected it tax. But when they will destroy it, they will give a name. The thing is, everything is pointing hand towards the same place that IPOB has been speaking for a very long time. Onyendu have been saying. Before Onyendu, Ojukwu have said it before he died. When he went to trade fair and he saw what Igbo people built there, he was not happy with his people. I remember a particular hotel in Jos, I think, was it in Jos or Bauchi? Jos, owned by one Igbo man then, Josie Royo Hotel. I think Ojukwu came there. Ojukwu saw what this man built there then. Ojukwu slapped the man. Why will you be stupid? All these things now is what is playing. We're in the final phase of it. So they will target illegal structure or whatever. Remember, government have power. The government has the power to do anything they want to do. You can't stop them. You are in their land. We saw videos how they are destroying, demolishing people's properties. We thank God for this one they are destroying. Do you know why I say I thank God? Because they allow you to pack off your goods. They gave you 3 hours notice. So we thank God for that. Another one will come. We don't know whether they will use fire, incident or whatever. So hini la na arotaka ndi Igbo kaina no banye. Okwenye egwu nna dị na-akọ ebe a. Ndị Igbo kaina no banye. Onye njiwe kwu say the one you have had, what are you doing with it? What are you doing with it? Let it not be you are just gathering information, but you are not putting it into practice. They will still come for you. They hate you. They don't like us. Think of how to go home. Think of how to go home. Think of how to go home now. That is the best. Those things we have, we take it home. We must take it home. Come if you get banari, ibubri od oka kwa mota. Ogo no property worth is 100 million, 200. Igora say Nigerian. Kete ibrugo Biafra. Instead they have to try and do Yoruba complete. On ekweregia inar. How are they already ego? Real estate in Agalono Bibo Nemea. We have the vitamins of the country, but we are being subdued. That's why they don't want you to go. They don't want you to leave. They just want to suck the vitamins in you. They just want to suck the vitamins in us. Because as an Igbo man now, Ichira na gena mochi onye yego. Olani yola nampo. Olani yola nampa lo renyere gi mbone maybe appreciate or ya be ego now. You don't have the money. You can't even buy it. No Gwausa or Nkugwausa what the game the meeting. I was in Ugwu also game the meeting saying nwere onye ga-egwu ụlọ ndị Igbo, property ndị Igbo. And ndị nke aka United kpọ karịa other tribe in Nigeria. Ekwuhala ya esilie ya with alakụba and all those things. Enwe onye ga-ati ya ka nwe hụ ta esikwu ya ka ọ ga-enụrụ ebe a na-ele ya property gị na convert na awụrụzi awudu ọkwa property bụ Ikenna ọ na-atọnụzi into awudu enweghị onye ga-ego ya, nobody will buy. Mana ya na-ekwu kịta aka bụ gboo ọlọ ọbụla ọwụ iwere ya were aba anyị ọka mmụta ahụ wulak ijigodo ya biri ego ọlọ ọbụla anyị nyere gị hapụrụ ha ya. Ọ bụ mmadụ gị chụ iji agbaziri ego iji agbaziri ya ego ọ ka mma karịa ihe anyị na-ekwugharị all those things. O nweghị isi ekwu elu kwa ala anyị achọghị ịnụ, mana ebe okịta onye anyị ebe bechọọ oringo ozu nwụrụ anyị ebechọọ ha, mana kịta we will not pay attention. Ifuru ka esi demolish the thing ọ na-atọfa ka anyị na-anụba anyị kịta. There's no any other option. Don't listen to politicians and don't listen to all these occultic billionaires. They don't care. Honda mere ha ọgaranya and they can mere ha ọgaranya ha ụnụ nwa ka eji na-renew the thing. Think of whom ihe ọbụla ị nwere wee n'anya ụnọ ihe ọbụla ọ wọtụrụ leave it there. Ọ ka mma na ọ na-ebe ahụ reka karịa na ịnọ ọla n'iyi ma wa wudu erie your sweat. Nke ma ọ ka mma na ọ nọ n'ala Igbo dị atala ịghọtago ọ kara mma. Let's go home. Let's go. Ogo ọbụla ọwụ Igbo a na-demolish a na-eme nke ahịa gbara ọkụ nka all those things. Mmanụ anyị ka a na-amị, anyị nwa ka a na-egbu, anyị nwa ka a na-akọtọ. Ka anyị just help ọnụ nwa anyị biko nụ ndị be anyị ka let's help ourselves. Let's help ourselves. Ama m na ụfọdụ n'ime anyị emeghị iberibe. Onwezi onye na-ekwuru anyị kịta Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na-ekwu eji because kịta now ọ karịa at least o kwuru okwu mofu broadcast onye iro chọọ ịtụ 7 steps o nwere ike tụọ 5 ma ọ tụọ 4 sị ka ya mara kene okwu a onye a kwuru. Kịta na enweghị nothing iji onye apụtara kwuo nke onye ọbụla just duto na enwero ihe kwesịrị gị kịta na abụ ịkwanyere onwe gị ugwu, iji aka dụọ onwe gị ọdụ, gụnwe iji aka plot all the game, arrange ya. Nke ahụ ihe ị ga-eme ọnụ ọbụla ọ bụ one bụ kpọnata na ụmụaka n'ala Igbo ka ha gaa school. Kpọnata ụmụaka n'ala Igbo ka ha gaa school ọ dị very very important. Ọba uri na ugwu Hausa ụmụ gị na ugwu Hausa ma ị nọ Lagos ha nọrọ ebe ahụ. Kpọnata ụmụaka anyị n'ala Igbo ha mara ebe fasi mara ntụ n'ala Igbo mara everything ọ dị very very important. Number 2 na-ewenata ihe gị ụnọ. Number 3 latawazie complete hapụzi ugwu Hausa ma Lagos bịa n'ala be nna gị. Ụzọ ihe ịtọ emechaa anya ọfụma ihe anyị kpọrọ ihe ọjọọ n'ala Igbo ya napịa eme ivuzi ife ọfụma ihe ọbụla anyị si bụ ọ ya ana Biafra ya abịara onwe ya on his own. Ana Igbo ga-ejizi aka ya na-edevelop because nwa ya agaghị anọ na school anaghị emebisi ihe ekwu okwu mụnwa ya ekwu onye ọbụla ya ekwu ife ya dị mma. Ndị be anyị ka anyị neba na ife anya. Thank you very much for being part of our broadcast as we bring it to an end with a word of prayer. Father, we thank you for the life of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We thank you, Lord God Jehovah, for the Eastern Security Network. Father, we thank you, O Lord God Jehovah, for the DOS. We thank you, O Lord, for IPOB all over the world. We thank you, Father, for Biafra land and Biafra restoration. We say, hallowed be thy name. Father, we return all glory, honor, adoration to you. But Father, because you are God, we continue to renew our vow that we never bow down to idol, we never worship any man-made God. neither shall we worship demons in modern ways or in ancient ways. Only you, Chukwu Okike Abiama, ekekere ụwa ka anyị ga na-akpụ isi ala oge ọbụla na-enye. Be thou exalted, Lord. Blessed be your holy name. Thank you, Abba Father. Thank you, my Lord. Father, we make this prayer in the beautiful name of your beloved Son, Yeshua HaMashiach. And I leave you with this word. The Bible said, he disappoints the devices of the crafty, so their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And he catches the wise in their craftiness, and the advice of the cunning are quickly thwarted. Job chapter 5, verse 12 and 13. Shalom.
The true goddess.
Cascades on it.
Biafra. When Nigeria they go sing Sagasa. Biafrans are calling for freedom. Nigeria they go sing Sagasa. Biafrans are pleading for freedom. When Nigeria they go sing Sagasa. Biafrans are calling for freedom. Nigeria they go sing Sagasa. Biafrans are pleading for freedom. Freedom on fire. Freedom on fire. Freedom on fire. Do do do. Freedom on fire. Freedom on fire. Freedom on fire. Do do do. They deny themselves from being Nigerians. Separated themselves from being Nigerians. No more presidents in Nigeria. No more governor in Nigeria. No more senator in Nigeria. Oluwado do do. Grant them freedom. Do do. Give them freedom. You in Nigeria they go sing Sagasa. Biafrans are calling for freedom. Nigeria they go sing Sagasa. Biafrans are pleading for freedom. You in Nigeria they go sing Sagasa. Biafrans are calling for freedom. Nigeria they go sing Sagasa. Biafrans are pleading for freedom. Freedom on fire. Freedom on fire. Freedom on fire. Do do do. Freedom on fire. Freedom on fire. Freedom on fire. Do do do. Killing every day is not the best. Raping and killings every time is not the best. Bombing everywhere is not the best. Shooting all the time, oh, is not the best. For how long? For how long? See our people they die. For how long? For how long? See many people they die. Oh Lord, when will this stop? Nigeria they go sing Sagasa. Biafrans are calling for freedom. Nigeria they go sing Sagasa. Biafrans are pleading for freedom. You in Nigeria they go sing Sagasa. Biafrans are calling for freedom. Nigeria they go sing Sagasa. Biafrans are pleading for freedom. Freedom on fire. Freedom on fire. Freedom on fire. Do do do. Freedom on fire. Freedom on fire. Freedom on fire. Do do do. Nnamdi Kanu fight for freedom. God will surely give you way. Nnamdi Kanu fight for freedom. God must surely give you way. Rising sun. Biafra is the rising sun. Rising sun. One day Biafra will get their freedom.